So we're back with some more Battlefield 4. As popularly requested by many of you guys, I am here to please. So this time, contrary to the sniper gameplay I brought you last time with the M98 being nostalgia, if you want to go see that, I'll definitely leave a link in the description if you're interested. However, today we are talking about the mechanization, the warfare based on tanks and metal in Battlefield 4. Now before I start talking about that, this gameplay is a game of Rush on Hanian Resort. I really believe that's the map. I think I just went blank for a second. I may have been wrong. But this is a game of Rush, and if you don't know what Rush is, or you're just not a big Battlefield fan and you don't ever play Rush, well, sir, you should probably start because Rush is fantastic. And second, Rush is the game mode where there are two bomb sites that attackers must plant bombs and wait for them to detonate, then move on to the next bomb site, or the defenders have to deplete all the tickets from the attacking side, in which case they win by successfully defending. However, we do manage to win this game by a landslide. I think it's in part because I was doing so well with the LAV. Try not to sound so cocky, because I'm sure the next time I hop on Battlefield 4 and I try and get an LAV, I'm either going to get landmined, or I'm going to get so flammed, or I'm going to get whatever you want. I'm probably going to get S-Rod. You know what? I'm going to get S-Rod by 5 different guys, like right here. Just imagine 5 of those. That would be terrible. I would be out of the industry. And speaking of industry, oh my goodness, the M2 Slam. Now that probably has nothing to do with industries in really any shape or form. Some company has to produce them, I suppose. But the M2 Slams, those were those little guys you were seeing at the very beginning of the video in that little clip that I strapped onto that LAV. Even the godlike vehicle, the LAV-25, can be taken down by just a couple of M2 Slams. Those things, they are fantastic. I mean, if you put 2 of those on an LAV or an amphibious assault vehicle, they're done. If you put 3 of them on a tank, like a normal Abrams or the T-59, they are just absolutely done. Now, I'm having really weird pauses in between because I have hiccups right now. I just drank some water and I swallowed awkwardly. So now I have the hiccups. So yeah, if you ever hear like a little hiccup in between, well, you know what that's all about. But Battlefield 4 vehicles. Let's talk about the Battlefield 4 vehicles and how they're different and how they're the same. Now, probably the biggest difference, there are 2 main differences. The HUD difference, like the heads-up display, what you're seeing right now, like the aiming, is different between Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. It's just a slight little artistic thing that you may like or you may dislike. It just depends on how artsy you are or how much you really care about how the inside of your LAV targeting system looks. And the other big difference is damage indication based on where you hit the vehicles. So now you have vehicle disable ribbons and all that great stuff for if you disable vehicle's tracks, or if you hit it from the side, from behind, that will determine how much damage you do. So when I'm attacking this LAV right here, I'm attempting to hit it from the sides as I move into this next bomb site, because the LAV and other vehicles are more vulnerable on their sides and rear, much like they are in real life. So if you were to hit an M1 Abrams from behind with an LAV, you would do more damage as if you were to hit it from the front. So damage is respective and relative to where you hit. So right here I'm hitting him kind of in the front, so it's not doing as much damage as I would if I was hitting it from the front. So those are probably the 2 biggest differences between Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 vehicles. I do not believe there's any new vehicles in Battlefield 4 yet. The rocket trucks are back. We don't quite have dirt bikes yet, but LAVs, tanks, AA guns, Humvees, ATVs, all of those are back, and they are, you know, with a vengeance. You can strap C4 to any single one of those and ram them into a building full of enemies and get that legendary quad feed. So yeah, it's pretty much all is well, all is the same. Now, one of the coolest new things about Battlefield 4 that I think with vehicles is, like I said, the damage is relative to where you shot. Now, there's one thing that I always was really angry about in Battlefield 3 is when I would get into a tank or something and I would be lighting up this tank from behind, and it would still be doing the same damage as if it was from in front. I just never really enjoyed that, and it was something that kind of put me off from doing vehicles. And this is coincidentally my best game with a vehicle, period, at any Battlefield. This is going all the way back to Bad Company and the original Battlefields with vehicles. This is just the best game I have ever had. I was getting kills, I was assisting the team, I was aiding and protecting the objects. I even had a little guy right there. There's my pal right there. I don't know, I guess he's Alejandro. He's Alejandro, the other LAV-25, who does not perform as well as his counterpart brother, Mr. Dillon, which is me. But this is the best game I've ever had, period, with a vehicle in Battlefield 4. So I was just getting kills, like I said, I was helping the team, and in the end, I believe I rack up about 12,000 or so experience, which for a vehicle, especially it being a stock right now, which is what this LAV is, I very rarely use the LAV before this point. So I was earning so many things. I believe at the end of this round, I earned about 12 or so different attachments. So like I unlocked the tow missile, the reactive armor, all that great stuff, the infrared night vision, the zoom, and all that stuff. And I was unlocking it. I was unlocking so much, and I felt so accomplished. I was like, wow, my goodness, I earned all this stuff. This is absolutely phenomenal. Now, relating to Battlefield 4, but not so close to the LAV gameplay that you're seeing, are the new weapon placements around the map. Now, these don't just encompass those 50 caliber snipers. There's some grenade launchers, there's different rocket launchers, and that kind of stuff. But my favorites so far are definitely, they have to be the sniper rifles, the 2 new sniper rifles that are added, the 50 caliber ones that kill in one shot. I believe there is kind of like a DMR type of sniper, resembling the one from DayZ, you know, the 20 round DMR. It's something like that around the map. It's like the M32 EBR. It's one of those, and it's around the map, but it's not a one-shot killer like the Barrett M82 and the AMR2 MID. Both of which, I believe, I do not know every single map that they can be found on, but I know they can be found on this map right here, the Hanian Resort. I'm not sure if they can be found in the Rush game mode. Sometimes they're specific to Conquest or Obliteration or some of those. I know you can find it during Obliteration and Conquest. Now, it is also on Flood Zone, the AMR. You have the Barrett M82 and the AMR. They can kind of switch out on Prison, or not Prison, it's Operation Walker. Yes, I was about to say Prison Break or something like that from Call of Duty Ghosts. Not quite. And I'm about to do another commentary with those. That'll be the next Battlefield thing you see, is with those new snipers in the background. Because those 50 caliber snipers, the other thing that annoyed me, let alone the non-relative damage in Battlefield 3, was the sniper rifles. You could shoot somebody in the neck and they would be fine, provided they would probably have about 10% health or so. But if you shot somebody in the neck with like a 50 caliber sniper rifle, you would not live. I'm just saying that, you would not live. And Battlefield 3 seemed to kind of neglect that, provided that an overpowered sniper rifle that you could obtain or equip to a certain class and earn would be very overpowered, and many people would just be sitting down long corridors getting collaterals and all. But it's been kind of fixed in this game, because now we have some nice little weapon drops around the map that can be picked up every so often in intervals. And on Flood Zone, I know I always stand up on the bridge and rush, and I watch the bombs with my trusty AMR2 mid, and everybody always tries to come up there, snipe me out. But guess again, comrades, it is the AMR2 mid. That is the type of gun you can't step with. But that'll be the next commentary, and if you would like to see last week's commentary, I believe it was last week. It was a while ago since I did the M98B Nostalgia, but I'll leave a link in the description. I might even put something on screen right now if you're nice. If you're nice, if you are behaving in your screen right now, if you're just watching right now and you're pitching a fit, I don't know if I'll have to put the link in the description. I don't know, but I have a feeling some of you have been good out there for the Christmas season or the holiday season in general. So you know what? I think I will put the link in there just to be a nice guy. Now we're moving up to the very last bomb site right here. This is the last one, Hanian Resort, and once we finish off this bomb right here, that's it, game over, we win. And just look at this right here. There's probably no way they could have done this unless they brought in a bunch of M2 slams, but we are running ourselves right into their base, and that is about it. We're just racking up the kills, getting all the last second points, and that is really it. Well, thank you everybody for watching this Battlefield 4 commentary. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy. But once again, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all very soon.